Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to a Saturday edition of King's Court. It's your man, King Real, with my man, Jay Money. What's up, Jay?
What's up with it, y'all? Y'all know what's up, man. Y'all know I ain't went nowhere, man. Just a little sick day real quick. You know what I'm saying? I could take a sick day every once in a while, just like here at work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm showing the dedication. I'm here at work. Let's get this cheddar real quick.
Yesterday, we just had fucking situations with the links and everything else, man. So it was yesterday was just a crazy day, but shit, we here today, man, to get some cash, Jay. Well, I know you at work, man, so we ain't gonna hold everybody up, man. We're gonna get right to the capping, bro. We got the first game, the Spurs and the Utah Jazz. You see me with my Utah hat on, man. I'm liking the Jazz over here in this spot, but the Spurs lost their last three games at 0-5 ATS. Their last five, the 8-13 ATS versus the West away. Jazz are 5-4 and 1 ATS last 10 games and 5-2 at home. But what gets me is the Spurs defense recently, Jay. They just look bad as hell, man. They look bad on the road, too. At 28th in guarding the three, at 27th in field goals. The last three games, they didn't give up 60 points in the paint, bro. If you can't give up 60 points in the paint against this Jazz team with Mitchell and Gobert out there, they're going to eat you up, man. So I have to lean the Jazz in this spot.
Right, yeah, and me with this one, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I wanted to take the Spurs in this spot, but once I saw that Rudy Gay was announced out, and then you got Lonnie Walker sitting out as well, that hurts them. I mean, they know damn well they can't keep taking these losses on the road. You know what I'm saying? You've already lost two on the road. This is your long rodeo trip. You got to get a win at some point. So this is a revenge game for the Jazz. I would like to lean to the Jazz in this spot. It's just that I know that the Spurs, they can't lose forever. They're on a little slide right now. I thought they were going to cover versus the Trailblazers, and they didn't end up covering there. And one of these games, I think they will cover, maybe not win. This one could be the one, but I just had to stay away. If anything, with Rudy Gay being out and Lonnie Walker, I want to be on the under in this game. I hadn't took it yet, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to take the under in this spot. Hopefully that this, we know that when Rudy Gay is out, it definitely hurts the scoring. So I like the under in this.
Now, I was looking at the under two in this, but the Spurs' last three games have went over. But I get what you said. No Rudy Gay right there. That's less points for the Spurs, and no Lonnie Walker out there too, man. The Spurs and the defense, the Spurs have just been playing lately. It's just been surprising to me on the road. Like I said, they've just been out there just losing games recently. Pop does not have Spurs right now. I cannot trust them on the road. It's one of the teams right now I can't trust them on the road. I know that with the lines are sitting at 8.5 or 7.5. Maybe some money will come in on the Spurs. The game come up in a couple of hours, so maybe some money will come in on the Spurs. It's the first game of the day. You guys can in-play it if you want. My man Jay said he leaned into the under in this game. So if you guys lean into the under in that spot, man, and you heard Jay just said that maybe the under is the play, I'm going to look at it and reevaluate the game again, too, before it kick off, man. This is one of the games where it's a head-scratcher. For the first game of the day, Jay, it's a little bit of head-scratcher when it comes to the total.
Right, yeah. When I saw it, it looks kind of high, but like you say, I mean, you used to look at the Spurs, were like 8 or 9 of their last 10 games have went over, so they've been flying over. But we all know, man, when Rudy Gay's not in lineup for some reason, they're just a different offensive team. And we know that DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge are still in there, but like I say, without Gay, he just seems like really one of the only players that really you could just pass the ball to him and he can go and get his own basket as far as off the dribble. LaMarcus Aldridge, obviously, he can get his own shot, but that's more of in the post. That slows the game down. We know the Jazz play good defense at the house, but sometimes they can start running and gunning. But ever since Rubio's been back, their offense is a lot more methodical. We know with Donovan Mitchell, it was pretty much just all scoring. Rubio, they actually slow the pace down and try to run plays. Hopefully that the Spurs will want to play some defense after giving up all these damn points. I know Pop been on their ass about PND. I think this one will sneak under total, but you're right. This is a little bit of a tricky thing.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Rubio's still there. We thought Utah was going to trade for Conley. They didn't make the trade for Conley. I was looking for Conley to go join the Utah Jazz. I was actually excited to see him and Mitchell play together, but it didn't happen. So they with Rubio, like you said, Rubio does slow the game down. Before you move on, Jay, you got some college ball you want to drop off to everybody in the chat, man? What's up, everybody? Mr. Pittman, Brian, Eric, Cammy, Gopher, Seth in here, E-Dub, Max, D-Ray, Anthony. Everybody joining us, man. Thank you guys for coming in and checking us out on this Saturday morning, this special edition of King's Court with me and my man Jay Money. But you got any college hoop you want to drop the people off with, man?
Man, I got plenty of college hoop, man. If y'all got me on Twitter, y'all follow me on Twitter at JMoneyIsMoney. I did tweet out like 5 plays. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hop on them second half as well. We got a couple of teams that's down at the half. I know Duquesne, they're playing for them. I already hopped on them second half minus the 5. Michigan State looks like they're -5. I think that one started already. I'm sorry, guys, but I will get you the mini games. I guarantee you all of these college basketball games, y'all can hop on all of them, man. I love every single one of these plays I'm finna give to y'all, man. So y'all write this shit down, man. I'm gonna start real quick. But the first game, this one started at 3, so y'all still got some time. I'm on San Diego. I'm on South Alabama tonight. I'm on Fresno State. I'm on Nevada in a big revenge game, big revenge spot for Nevada tonight. I'm on that shit big, man. They lost a bad game versus New Mexico. Guess what? They're back at the house. This is the only loss that Nevada has this year to New Mexico. It was a terrible loss, a 20-plus point loss. I think they're going to come in exact some revenge tonight and blow their ass out by 30 points, man. Y'all write this shit down, Nevada tonight. I'm on Baylor versus Kansas State. No, Kansas State been nice, but I think it's a letdown game. And Baylor plays the same type of way that they do. I think they do it better than them at the house. I'm on Drake versus Northern Iowa. I'm on Arizona to bounce back. I know they've been playing terrible. Washington State played a damn good game last game versus Oregon State, but this is the perfect letdown spot, perfect bounce back spot for Arizona. I'm on USC tonight versus Colorado, and I know this is a pick. It's an unpopular pick. I'm on Arizona State tonight versus Washington. We know Washington, one of the best teams in the Pac-12, if not the best team. But we know Arizona's going to get it done against them. But Arizona State has the shooters, the three-point shooters, to beat that zone. It's a lot different team than Arizona. I like Arizona State to pull the upset tonight versus Washington.
Man, you ran through that college shit, man. You've been hanging out with Maxwell Smart or some over here, bro. Man, goddamn, y'all, that's college ball. You ran through that shit so good, Jay. Nice run through and breakdown right there, brother. Real shit. Only college play I'm on right now, man. I got the Townsend -3, man. It's the only play I did take so far. I was looking at the Arkansas kickoff in a little bit, but I'm probably going to stay off of it. I did have what did I have this morning? I forget. I had something, but it lost. Well, I had Georgetown. They let me down. That shit lost. So it is what it is for me. I picked my spots in college ball. But, yeah, back to this NBA, man. When it comes to the Cavaliers, this Cavaliers-Indiana game, I backed the Cavaliers yesterday plus a 9.5, Jay. I should have had you on here to talk me out of it. You know, my man Wham is real easy going, so he allowed me to make that mistake. I'm not gonna blame Wham for it though, but you know what I mean. I did back it myself though, the 9.5 yesterday, thinking that the Cavaliers might be able to cover. They obviously didn't. This team is 6-4 ATS on back-to-backs. They playing any team that's won the last 4 games in a row. I don't know how we can support our back, the Cavaliers in this spot right here. I have to rock with Indy. I jumped on Indy, man, first half -8, and I'll probably in play it the rest of the way.
Yeah, real. The whole thing about this one thing I do want to say real quick, there wasn't a bad play by you yesterday, the Cavs. I mean, you got Kevin Love coming back. If you look at it situationally, you know what I'm saying, the Cavs seemed like to be the play. The whole thing with me was the reason why I was already on the Wizards. It did scare me a little bit that Kevin Love was out, but the whole thing was even though he was out and he came back in, he was rusty. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be the same. So the whole thing was that the Cavs, when the line went offline and then when it came back, it didn't move. That was super fishy to me. I was like, I thought then that the Wizards were probably going to blow them out. We know that this was a revenge game. The Cavs had already beat them twice this year. So that was the whole reason why that the Wizards wanted to blow them out, because they had already lost straight up twice to them, to one of the worst teams in the league. So that was a big revenge game. But with Kevin Love coming back, at some point, the Cavs are going to start covering these big spreads. I'm not sure it's going to be today. I mean, there's a little bit of a tough back-to-back. But Indiana, we don't know if they will take this game serious. That's the whole thing. I mean, 14 points is a bunch. I'm not sure if I'm ready to lay that with them. I mean, I know they blew the shit out the Lakers, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to lay that 14 with the Pacers today. I feel like the Cavs could possibly sneak inside that number.
Yeah, 14 is a lot of points. Man. That's why I took them on the first half, bro. Just the -8. It's not even a huge bet on this, man. It's the Cavaliers. We know Love isn't playing tonight. Their lineup has just been funny all year. They can't get no cohesion together. They just can't. They don't know how to play together. Now Love is coming back. Thompson, I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I know he's done. Osman, B Knight. Then they just waived up somebody that picked up the guys from the Blazers and let them go too. I thought he was gonna keep Nick around or somebody around. They didn't keep him around. The Cavaliers are clearly in tank mode. But you're right though. 14 points for any other team that's just now finding their groove. After a couple of games, we saw them have no offense whatsoever, bro. But they now finally have a little bit of offense. I came back in here either, bro, with the -14. But I did take them on the first half, -8. Any thoughts on the total for you?
Yeah, on the total, it's tricky as well, man. Lately, I've actually been looking at Cavaliers over some for some reason, like you say, once they got Nance back, a couple of the players they do got Love back. I feel like they could be a little bit, you know what I'm saying? They could boost their offense, and we know that the Pacers they play good defense, but when Tyreek Evans has been back, they've been getting out running and gunning, scoring a lot of points. I mean, we saw him put up 130 some points against the Lakers. So with this one sitting at 210, I would almost lean towards the over. It won't be a play that I'll be making. If anything, if I make a play on this game, it will have to be on Cavs plus the points. I feel like if the Cavs will cover that, they will push the total over. I don't see it being a huge defensive game.
Yeah, no, I hear you there, especially if you're taking them at the 14 points. I'll back you there. Now, I did have them yesterday. I know basketball teasers aren't a big thing yesterday, but a couple of people know I did have a little small teaser myself, and I had the Cavaliers on it. They covered on the teaser, you know what I mean? They just didn't cover the full thing against Detroit. Here go my dog. He always trip out when I'm online, bro. Every time I'm live, I think he want to be a star, bro. But let's get to this next game, though, Jay. This Atlanta Hawks Charlotte Hornets game, man. I'm on the Hornets in this spot, man. I tweeted it out last night. This is a personal max bet, but now I'm gonna make it an official max bet. Money line Charlotte Hornets for me. Hornets. I mean, the Hawks allow 118 points at home. That's the most in the league. Charlotte beats this team by scores an average of 112 points versus the Hawks. Average about 10 games versus the Hawks. I know Charlotte's 11-15 ATS away, but bro, after that Clippers loss they took when they should have won, lost that Clippers when they should have had clearly won that game. They didn't have time to even recoup from that because they had to go right on the road and go play Dallas. They had a couple of games off now to digest this shit and get this shit right over here, man. I think they regroup tonight, man, against the Hawks, man, and come out here and kick the Hawks' ass tonight in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. We know that the Hawks aren't the same team at the house. I was looking at the line and scratching my head. I mean, I know the Hawks have been playing well. I do think the reason why they lost that game versus the Raptors because they were coming off that 7-game road trip. But I mean, if you look at it, they were on the Raptors' ass in the first half. That's the only thing that scares me from this game is that the Hawks have been playing so well in the first half that a lot of teams they get up by 20 by they don't really have the tools to come back and win. We know that the Raptors were a better squad, and I absolutely ate off this shit. Play. I got the Raptors in game -1.5. I'm talking about for $150. That shit was easy. I knew once they stole the momentum back, they were gonna come back and they covered the full game spread. You catch your max bet with that. You know what I'm saying? After we thought that obviously when Leonard out, the line going down, we thought Atlanta starting off hot, but like I said, it's the only thing that scares me with this game. If the Hornets get down by 20, I don't know if they'll have it to come back, but hopefully they don't. I see the Hornets win this game. They've lost their last two. You have to come in here and beat the teams like the Hawks if you want to make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Or win your division, whatever. You can't just go on 2-3 game slides. You know what I'm saying? Especially against a team like the Hawks. You have to come in here and win this game, losing your last two. And then you got the Pacers next in 2 days. So they should come out here focused. I'll be on the Hornets with you, real.
No doubt. Yeah, I'm seeing some people say Atlanta's been playing good as late. They have good wings. No, they are, but Atlanta's a different team at home. It seems like I said, they seem like they have stage fright at home, man, when they play at home. And I just saw it on what was it, MLK Day when they played at home, Jay. We like, man, at least I was thinking Atlanta should get a game today over there. It seems like when they play in front of their home crowd, man, they're just a different team, man. Their defense is not the same at home. It's like everybody want to at least get their money, or some want to get their money, or some are afraid to shoot, or some shoot the wrong times, they're in the wrong spots. This is a turnover-heavy team, too. So give me Charlotte here. After a couple of days rest, after they, like I said, that lost to the Clippers, then Dallas, they had some time to regroup and think about this shit. They should come out here and win this game tonight. Jay, you want to break us down with the next game, man, we have on the docket, man? I think it's have we missed anything yet? Well, Toronto and the Knicks, bro.
Yeah, Toronto and the Knicks. Oh, man, the Knicks, they just look horrible right now. I can say this is another one where it's a shitload of points. Obviously, we know that the Raptors will win this game, but just be surprised. Don't be surprised. One of these games, man, like I've been saying, one of these games, we will see the Knicks get up and beat a team that they're not supposed to beat. I don't see it happening today, not against the Raptors, even though the Raptors have been traveling all over the place. They were in Philly, then went down to Atlanta. Now they're back up there at New York. You know what I'm saying? This is all in the span of 5 or 6 days. This is their third game on their, you know what I'm saying, a little road trip, but they're going to the house after this. They could coast in this game, but I could see them even coasting and still winning. Me personally, I kind of sort of I like the over in this game because if you look at the Knicks, lately they hadn't been scoring points, but if you watched the game yesterday versus the Pistons, the game which I was on the over on, they've been kind of sort of pushing pace, getting up running a gun, and Dennis Smith Jr. and the center over there, what's his name? DeAndre Jordan, that just left the Mavericks. They're starting to get into a little groove, you know what I'm saying? Figure out that their new environment. So at the house today in Madison Square Garden on a Saturday, I feel like we see points tonight, whether it be for whichever, the Raptors don't get their points. But I think the Knicks come out here and put up a little bit of a fight at the house and try to score 100 points. If they can get to 100 I feel like this game would definitely go over.
Yeah, yesterday was the first time the Knicks scored 100 points, bro, in 8 games right there. So they've been having trouble with their offense. So, yes, that's why I had took the under yesterday, too. And we've seen how Detroit offense was start to flow. But it seems like now I'm starting to get an idea how Detroit offense works. They play a slower first half and rev it up second half, man. So I'm going to have to start capping Detroit second half instead of capping them first half and seeing what they do compared to numbers that way. But, yeah, in this spot right here, man, Knicks on the back-to-back, bro. They're 3-6 on their record ATS on back-to-backs. They lose by an average margin of 12.5 points on back-to-backs. They're 4-21 at home. They're 7-39 as a dog. I just don't see how the hell they can even keep up with this Raptors team over here. And Gasol should be playing today. I know Kawhi was questionable, but he's definitely playing. And what the looks of it, Gasol should be in this game too. Now you're going to have Gasol over here. And I'm not really that high on DeAndre Jordan. I mean, I get what you're saying with Jordan and Smith coming over there. They finally going to have something. The Knicks finally have to win a game. But this is a team right here that the Knicks, I don't think they can win a game no time soon, not right now. I mean, if they win a game, I get you when they probably cover some spreads, but as win right now, I just don't see a win in their future. Now, the Raptors, if they go in here and lose this game, then we're going to start scratching our head about the Raptors. But if you're watching what teams like Philadelphia did recently with their trades, the Raptors made a trade, and the Bucks made a trade to get better over here, they have to come out here and display that this is a better team and they can get it down the road, man. And to be a top team in the NBA and a top team in the East, you got to go in there and you got to cover spreads like this against teams like the Knicks, man. So, Jay, I'm on the Raptors first quarter -3.5, and I'm also on -12.5. I was leading the over with you. I might still make a play on that, but my plays that I am locking in are Raptors first quarter and -12.5 full game.
Right. Yeah, I like this shit. I'll probably hop on that Raptors with you. I just didn't want to take the full game because I feel like it was a shitload of points. Especially for you to be laying for a person, you know what I'm saying, for a team to be laying on the road. We know that the Knicks are absolutely terrible, but like you say, that's pretty much what I was saying, real. Depending on the certain team could win, but this was what I was saying with some of these games they might sneak inside the spread, but it could happen today. It could be another time. It's just I didn't want to lay that 13 with the Raptors. I definitely think they will win. It's just about how much they want to win by. So I definitely think they come out here in the first quarter and definitely score some points. I want to look at that over in the first quarter as well. If I like the over in the full game, I would have to like the over in the first quarter, and I do like the Raptors to come out and start fast. So I'm with you on that. I'll probably hop on the Raptors first quarter with you.
No doubt. I'm looking at the chat, man. I see a couple of people saying under 114. I don't know what game you're talking about. They Raptors team total 114. Somebody saying under 114. I don't bet team totals, you guys, so I don't cap team totals. So I don't really never ever have nothing to give you guys when it comes to that team total situation. A lot of people like Raptors, though. Somebody said Raptors is a max play today. And I'm not knocking you there, man. Depending on how the early games go, I just made some more cash on it myself. But yeah, I think the Raptors do come out strong today, and that's why I'm liking the first quarter a lot in this Raptors spot, especially if Gasol does go out there and play. And Jay, you make a perfect point though, because yesterday we seen him with the Golden State Warriors on the road, laying a huge number against the Suns yesterday, and how they came out and played. But that game was kind of funny and fishy a little bit. There was some weird calls in that game that was going completely the wrong way for Golden State Warriors. And then on top of that, man, Curry just had a horrible shooting game yesterday, the first 3 quarters of that game. So we covered the in-play bets if anybody has some in-play bets on it. But I get what you're saying about a big spread like that on the road. But this, to me, is a moderate spread. It's under 15 with the Raptors here. So that's why I like it, Jay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I could definitely see them covering, man. I see people saying about the max. I would look towards a different game, man. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. This next game, I would recommend this to be your max. I'm not saying that. Well, it's pretty much my max, but you know what I'm saying. If you want to finish the Raptors game real, I'm ready to get to this next game, man. I got a bunch to say about this one. This is really the main game that I love on the card.
Tell me, talking about the Wizards and the Bulls game.
You goddamn right. I'm talking about the Wizards and the Bulls game. The only way the Wizards lose this game is if they're tanking. This will be very telling to me, in my opinion. If the Wizards lose this game, they don't want to win. they should come out here and smash the Bulls. This is a revenge spot for them. They already lost to the Bulls 3 days after Christmas, which we know is two totally different teams. But the Wizards, we know this is crazy because these two teams just made a trade. You got Otto Porter over there on the Bulls, and you got Bobby Portis over there on the Wizards. And one more player I can't think of right now, but I don't fucking care. The Wizards -2. Cash is my max play today. I love this shit. I do not see the Wizards losing this game. They had just lost 2 in a row. They got their freeway, lost 3 in a row. Then they come out there and smash the Cavs yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Get some confidence. It's a back-to-back for both teams. The whole thing is the Bulls, they just beat the Nets yesterday, and something I couldn't understand. I don't know how the hell they beat the Nets. You know, they got LeVert back and stuff. Nets were rolling at the house. They were 9-point favorites, and then you lose to the Bulls straight up. Bulls beat them by 19 points, man. I think it's a perfect letdown spot. They're traveling. They come back to the house. The Wizards traveling too, but they want to win this game. I don't think the Bulls do. Give me the Wizards all day in this fight.
Damn, Jay. All right, now I know it's your max bet. I'm not playing devil advocate against you at all. I hear you there. This game to me was a coin flip game already. I'm just gonna tell you how I was gonna break it down. What I want to say to you about this game. Wizards and Bulls are both on back-to-backs. Valid point there. This is a Porter versus Bill situation over here for me. Man, Porter shined to me yesterday in his Bulls debut. He had 18 points. Levine had 26. Marketing had 31 and 18, bro. Those three together look real good together, bro. And then for the Wizards, man, Bobby Crazy Eye Portis, this man put up 30 points for the Wizards yesterday against the Cavaliers team with 11 rebounds, man, 9 assists. But that was against the Cavs, and that's my whole thing, how he's shining against the Cavs. I'm not knowing how Otto Porter is going to take this and how he's going to respond against the Wizards team. But you make a valid point, though, about tanking. We watched the Wizards trade Porter, Morris. Who else did they trade? Oubre, who balled out yesterday for the Phoenix Suns yesterday. We watched them trade 3 players from their squad. So are they in tank mode? Is this like where they traded Porter away, like we said? So is this the now we should lose for a good draft pick, or what are they going to do in this situation? The only thing that concerns me in this game, Jay, and this is why I was leaning Chicago Bulls at first in this spot. I'm not making a play on the game, but I was leaning Bulls in this spot, bro, plus the points, just because I like what I saw last night with the tandem of Porter, Marketing, and Levine out there, and even Chris Dunn that went out there, man, and they beat a Nets team. So they beat the Nets team with LeVert came back, and that kind of messed up the offense, I think, in the floor of the game a little bit for the Nets. They had to try to get him into the game, but the Bulls balled the fuck out yesterday, bro. Made me put a sock in my mouth, bro. They hushed me up yesterday.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. They hushed me up too, and I just had the Nets on the money line in the parlay. Y'all know how I do the money line parlays, and like I say, I mean, obviously, just some of the big favorites, they don't even win the game. It was pretty crazy. I did think that the Bulls had no chance in that one. Even having Porter back, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not so high on Porter. He's a nice little piece and stuff, but I'm not the one to think that he goes over to the Bulls and then takes it. You know what I'm saying? Takes it real big. I'm not a big fan of Otto Porter, even when he was on the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? So give me the Bulls. I mean, give me the Wizards in this spot all day. I really love what I saw with Jabari Parker yesterday. He didn't even play many minutes. He only played like a little over 20 minutes. He damn near had a triple-double. Then you had Bobby Portis come in with 30 points. We know they starting 5 is going to eat. Bradley Beal, Satoransky, Trevor Ariza, Jeff Green. They going to eat. So I can understand what people are saying in the chat. The Bulls have more length, but I just feel like one of these teams are tanking, and I don't think that it's the Wizards. The Wizards had high expectations this year. The fact that they did get Portis and Jabari Parker back for Porter, I think that was a damn good trade. Like I said, I'm not high on Porter. He's injury prone. I mean, he could play good defense. I like him as a two-way player, but I don't see him as a superstar at all. I would take Parker and Portis, both of them, over Porter. So give me the Wizards in the spot. They are on the road, but I feel like the Bulls will have a letdown spot from coming with off that big win versus the Nets.
No doubt. Hey, the chat, man, it's back and forth. You got people saying I'm with you, Jay. You got some people saying Bulls, man. So this is a game that not just you and I both are looking at as one of the games on the card. It's crazy. We anticipating the Wizards-Bulls game, man. All the games on the card today, this is one of the ones everybody kind of looking forward to, and everybody has some things to talk about, man. This is going to be a pretty good game over here, Jay. Thoughts on the over?
Yeah, I like the over. Should be points. The Wizards, they haven't been playing really good defense lately. That's a little thing that scares me. I'm not sure if this is right, but as far as on my side, I see the opening line at 217, and that motherfucker got bid up 9 points. So that may not be correct, but I do know the over has gotten steamed. It is pretty high over, and I'm not so high on the Bulls offense. I know they scored that many points yesterday, and it is a little bit telling because the Nets have a good defense, but I'm thinking maybe the Nets just had a bad day. Maybe LeVert came back into the lineup and they just weren't ready for it. Their defense wasn't there. I don't know how the hell the Bulls put up 125 points. I just don't. They haven't been really scoring like that unless they play a team that doesn't really play defense. The past two games before that, they played the Pelicans and the Hornets when they had 118, 120 points. So I mean, maybe their offense is turning the corner. I would have to look to the over in this spot for the simple fact that the Wizards had been playing good defense, but I really do think that the Wizards will come out here and win this game. But I could definitely see it being a close one, especially with these two teams obviously just making that trade. But I don't think the Porter is the type of player that's like, oh, okay, let me get back at the team. I feel like that Bobby Portis and Jabari Parker will have a bigger chip on their shoulder tonight.
Got you. That Bulls +2, baby, is a link, not a play. No, I hear you there, Jay. Real quick, what you touched on with Bobby Portis, you're right. He's the one that probably have more of a grudge than anybody out there, man. He played crazy. I think he wanted to be on the play for the Bulls. They just didn't want to play him, wanted to move him. So I think he does come out tonight and play with a little bit of emotion in Chicago tonight. So, and when it comes to the total, Jay, I was leading the over myself. The reason I didn't take the over in this spot was because back-to-backs for both teams. I don't know if they're gonna have funny legs in the second half of this game or in the fourth quarter. Maybe we get some poor jumpers, some poor jump shots, some bad mistakes, something like that. That's why I didn't play the over yet. But I was leaning over in this scenario too when it came to the Wizards and the Bulls. On to the next game, man. Clippers and the Celtics, bro. I know Clippers offense is going to change after they made that trade with Bradley and Harris was going to be out. I knew the offense was going to change, and it did change. We saw that in the last game when they played Indiana. And this Clippers team, bro, this is a fifth game? It's a fifth game on their road trip right now. They have one more game, but yeah, fifth game in a 6-game road trip, if I'm correct. And going to play Boston. Boston, on the other hand, bro, Boston has been having trouble with West Coast teams, bro. They are 8-12 ATS versus the West. They're off that dumbass loss to the Lakers, man. Lakers fans is on my ass all night and the next day about that. But as soon as they get their next loss, the Lakers lose their next game, Laker fans all disappear again. But on this spot right here, Boston has to come out there and show they can win these games, man. They want to be considered a top team in the East, Jay. They got to come out here and win these games to cover these margins. And against a Clippers team right here who I think Clippers have hung it up already, bro. I think they just get prepared for next season. They gather assets. You see what they did, who they traded away. Then they just get prepared and wrapped up for next year. They're 8th place in the West. They know they're going to fall out the playoffs. I think they prepared themselves for next year. And this team, like I said, they made the trades. They've been on the road since they made the trades. It's their 5th game in a 6-game road trip. They haven't had time to even sit back and go home with their new players and get them, like, welcome them to be a part. Welcome to the Clippers type situation. So it has to be the Celtics for me, bro.
Yeah, it has to, bro. It has to. I mean, the Celtics were rolling. They had won 5 in a row before that terrible Lakers loss. I'm a little mad that I couldn't come on and talk about this shit. Yes, I can't believe that the Lakers went and beat them. I watched that game. I can't say I was rooting for the Lakers towards the end of that game. Because just the way that they played, they deserved to win the game. The way Rondo was playing, he deserved to get that game winning shot first time back in Boston. You know what I'm saying? In a while, they just I like to see that type of stuff. So, I mean, when he made the game-winning shot, they kind of had amped me up, man. That was pretty crazy there. You didn't have to go to the monitors. He got that off plenty of times, straight through the net. Nothing but nylon, man. That was crazy. As far as the Celtics, they have to bounce back from that. There was an absolute terrible loss at the house on national TV to a team that was in total disarray. Everybody and their mom betting on the Celtics. And I told some people that I was a little bit scared because everyone was betting on the Celtics, which, you know I'm saying, for a reason. I was seeing that the Lakers last game, you would have to take the Celtics, but it's just a little bit scary when everyone's on one side. And some of the guys were saying Lakers money line. I know a guy named Tony was in the chat. I gave him his props on Twitter. Tony said it, Lakers money line. He said it during the chat, but way before the game. So I had to give him his props on that one. As far as this game, the Celtics, they have to bounce back from that shit, man. The Clippers, this is another team that's kind of sort of in disarray. I mean, they had a couple of huge comebacks, but this won't happen in this game. If they get down by 20 in this one, they will stay down by 20, get blown out. Like you say, this is the 5th of the 6th game on the road trip. They might get up for it, but I just feel like they don't have the camaraderie right now to beat the Celtics. The line is high for a reason. I see the Celtics bouncing back today.
Yeah, me too. I'm also on the Celtics first quarter in that spot too, man. Another game, just like the Raptors, I'm on the Celtics first quarter -4. I'm on a full game -11.5. Yeah, no way in hell I see the Clippers bouncing back tonight. They need to take their new pieces and go home and regroup. And Teddy here asking us questions about tomorrow Lakers and 76ers game. Teddy, you my partner, but I will block you. You asked me one more Laker question, bro. You know what? I'm sick of your Lakers, Teddy. I'm just fucking with you. I ain't gonna block you, Teddy. But no, I'm not answering no Laker questions today, y'all. I don't want to talk about no Laker basketball on Saturday. On to this next game, though, J Money. It's Pelicans and Memphis game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and try to make it up for the people and try to even bullshit myself when it comes to this spot right here. I was leading Memphis in this spot, but I'm not making any kind of play. Anthony Davis is supposed to not play back-to-back games. I'm watching the game last night, bro. I had the Pelicans first half. They didn't take them in play. They ended up still winning the game and covering the game, the full game for me on my in-play bet. But a lot of people I know had the -6.5. They pulled Anthony Davis out the game, man. The man had 30-some points, 9 rebounds. You bench him. He doesn't play in a close game. You embarrass the kid. It seemed like he wanted to cry after the interview a little bit. They already stated he's not playing them on back-to-back games. I looked at the my injury reports. He's playing, but he's on the bench. I don't know if he's coming off the bench. He's just going to be on the bench. They're not going to play him at all. I can't make a play on this game unless I know what the fuck is going on with Anthony Davis and how the Pelicans organization is going to handle this situation.
Yeah, exactly. It's so crazy because we know that they wanted to trade him. I mean, we know that he didn't end up getting traded, but then now you still paying him. So it's like you want him to play, but you don't want him to get injured because then, you know what I'm saying, if something else does happen, nobody's going to want him. We know how injury prone he is. This is a tough one, man, because I'm going to tell you the truth. If I was the Pelicans, I probably would have traded him for some fact. You got to get something. And, you know, I'm not comfortable with him playing the rest of the year for me because he could go out there and tear his ACL or something. His knees are terrible, man. His knees and his ankles are absolutely terrible. It's why you see him game time decision or rest all the time, or, you know what I'm saying, he's sitting out, or, you know what I'm saying, he's going headed to the locker room. I'm not a big fan of Anthony Davis. You have to stay and you have to be in the game, you know what I'm saying, to be out there and be a superstar. He's not in enough games to me. I don't know what they're doing with him tonight. You see that the Memphis Grizzlies are favored by 3, so that's a little bit telling to me. I think it's going to be some fishy shit going on with this one. I would be surprised if Memphis wins. I lean to the under. The Memphis, they can't score. They play really good defense. If you see the Pelicans game, the last game, they were on track to go under. They were playing good defense, and then the Timberwolves were the one that pushed the pace over. So I lean towards the under in this game.
Yeah, no, I hear you that, Jay, on that spot. I'm looking still. Valanciunas is game time. We know Bradley's playing. It's the whole thing is, bro, I just can't do anything when it comes to this spot. I like Memphis in this spot, but I can't do anything about nothing. I don't know what the hell we're going to do with Anthony Davis. And somebody said I thought he was going to cry. He was, man. You guys watched that interview after the post-game interview when she was asking him questions about what he did? It looked like he wanted to cry, but like his feelings was literally hurt. This is a young man out there, man. Shit, I'm 36, man. You say something to me, I may want to cry depending on what you say to me, man. And this is his profession out there. He looked like he wanted to cry, tear up. He hasn't played. He has to be traded. He probably felt good to get back on the court and go play. And then when the team is in a close game and you got that passion, you got that hunger, and you want to go out there and play too, you can't play because your Kermit the Frog looking ass coach won't put you out there. And your GM, Dale Demps, who couldn't even make it in the league his damn self. He played weird, but for Polk and for some other weird ass teams out there, he couldn't even last in the NBA. And you gonna treat me like this, bro? If I was Anthony Davis, bro, I would ask him to amnesty me, cut me, do something, man. You got NBA could come in there and make a trade for him right now. They could figure it out, man. They could trade him anywhere. I don't care if he go to the Knicks right now. If he wanted to go play for he could play for anybody, bro. Just get him out of New Orleans, man. Let the man play ball.
Exactly, yeah. And I've saw this happen before. I'm not sure exactly what the situation was, but I've seen a trade being made after the deadline. So it is possible. I mean, things happen sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So we can run through these 2 games real quick because I do have to go here in a second. I do only have a play on the later one, real, but we can run through this Rockets and OKC game real quick. This is the one I think is going to be the best game to watch of the night. You know what I'm saying? We know that these teams have strong history. OKC has been rolling right now, but the Rockets, they're trying to get back in the groove as well. Technically, this is the home team has won both of these meetings. this year. OKC won the first one in an extremely low scoring game, and then the Rockets won the second one at home in an extremely high scoring game. So the home team have been killing it this one. We know that OKC, man, 9 out of 10, the last ten they've won and damn near covered as well. They're rolling right now. So I can't say I like the way that OKC is playing right now better than the Rockets. It's just that the Rockets are coming there at the house, and that's why I feel like in a toss-up game they have the advantage in this one. They have the home crowd. It's just if Harden is getting his call. So if he paid the refs today and he's getting his calls, you know what I'm saying, when he's dropped to the hole, obviously the Rockets will win. If not, if the refs got OKC a ticket in their pocket, then they will win. It's crazy because that's what it comes down to me. Is Harden getting his foul calls in this game? I feel like that would dictate who will win. I can't say I won't be betting on this game. It's one to watch and one to in play. I might look at some second half, but as far as before the game, I would have to lean towards the home team.
Yeah, Jay Money over here. I lean towards the under with you in this spot just because of the way that OKC has been playing defense lately. They're 9-1. Seeing when they got their defense back, it's picked up. I think I also lean OKC in this spot. No play for me, Jay, but I'm with you there. It's a later game. I'm gonna find the line. I'm gonna in play it, but I do lean OKC in this spot. The defense has gotten better. I like the under 237. That's what it's at right now, Jay. But I think the numbers might even go up on this, bro. If we probably wait, we might get it at 235, 237.5, or 238. Knowing how everybody look at these two teams and think Harden putting up points at home and Westbrook, don't want to challenge them. I think OKC has too much talent, man. They have too many scorers out there. Paul George is an assassin out there. Westbrook can do the same thing. And Adams, he's a nice big. Houston has to still find their defense, man. So it's going to be a great game tonight. I know you got to get back to work and handle your business. This last game, Jay, I don't have a play on it either. I lean plus the 8 points with the Magic right now, but that's just to me. No bet for me. No Giannis tonight. Middleton is game time, but it looks like he may play. So I don't know. 8 points is a lot to ask the Bucks on the back-to-back with no Giannis tonight. So lean Orlando there. Final thoughts, Jay? Run down your plays or anything on that last game.
Yeah, and one thing on the OKC and Rockets game, put me down for the under, man. 237 points. I don't see this one getting to 240. If it's an extreme fast-paced game, it will go over. I feel like this will be like a Western Conference Finals type game. Slow pace, real good defense. Put me down for the under 237 OKC and Rockets. I don't think this will be a fast up-tempo game, man. I know these type of games. I know the NBA. This will be a playoff type game. Maybe slowing it up down the court. You know what I'm saying? How they do. Put me down for the under that game. On this one, the Bucks, man, they just played my Mavericks yesterday. Just dogged them. I was on the Bucks. It was pretty easy. They're 6-0 straight up and ATS against the spread, but they are coming from Dallas going up to the house. You know what I'm saying? Third game in 4 nights. The Magic always play the Bucks tight. If you really look at it, they usually play them somewhat tight. I mean, I know this year they've already lost twice to them. The Bucks went in there and beat them by 10 at the house, but this is technically double revenge for the Magic. We know they're not as good on the road, but I did hop on this one. It was at 10.5, so I'm on the Magic plus 10.5. I got it before Giannis was ruled out. I can't say that makes me feel a lot better about my bet. I wish they had Mo Bamba in this game, but obviously he's out for a little while. Mirotic is looking like he's doubtful, and no Giannis for sure. So I had to grab the points in this spot. 7.5, it's a little bit tricky. Maybe if you want to buy a point, you know what I'm saying, up to 8.5, I do feel like they can sneak inside this number. So that's it for me on that game, man. Like I say, I'm on the under on this OKC and Rockets game. Nothing at all on this Pelicans and Grizzlies game. I lean to the under. I'm on the Wizards mindset too, but I can see what you guys are saying about the Bulls, and we'll see how that one plays out. On this Boston game, I definitely think Boston will win. It's just the fact if will they cover their spread. I can say I will definitely be on Boston first quarter and first half. They have to come out starting fast after their terrible loss in front of their home fans. I will be on the Hornets with my guy Real. He talked me onto that one. I didn't bet it yet, but I will be on the Hornets. I don't have anything on that Toronto and on the Knicks game. I do lean to the over, and I forgot to give y'all a college basketball play, man. This is my best one today, man. I'm on Weber State. This game is come on in 20 minutes. I'm finna put another 3 units on it, man. Weber State tonight versus Northern Arizona is my lock of the day. That is my max. Fuck the Wizards. My max is the Weber State today, but I guess you could say the Wizards my second best play today. Just real quick, my college plays again. I'm on San Diego, which I think that one already started. I'm on South Alabama. I'm on Fresno State. I'm on Nevada in the revenge game of the year. I'm on Baylor. I'm on Drake. I'm on Arizona. I'm on USC. I'm on Arizona State. And then, like I say, I'm on Weber State, man. Y'all, that's what's up, man. J Money's money. I'm here from the job today, man. Let's get it.
No doubt. Well, my quick plays rundown. My max bet is Hornets money line. I'm on Raptors first quarter minus 3.5. Raptors full game minus 12.5. Celtics first quarter minus 4. Full game minus 11.5. Lean Bulls plus 3 there in that spot. OKC plus money. Lean them too. Also a lean on the Magic. Any play I haven't made yet, all my leans will probably be official bets. So I'll find out the bet for them and probably tweet them out and put them out there, man. You copy the backboard, take a screenshot, do what you guys got to do. Thank you guys for coming in and joining me and my man Jay Money on a Saturday episode. Hopefully we can bring you guys more Saturday episodes. Thank you, Jay, for taking time out from your work on your work break or whatever you had to do to come out here and do a show with me, bro. You can do King's Court and keep the fans tuning in, bro. Appreciate you. Everybody enjoy your Saturday. Get some of this cash. Stay safe. Stay blessed. And we see y'all Monday. Deuces.